Okay.
Welcome back to the Tonguing of Beef podcast. This is Walker with my ex-wife Cola.
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right, and my fun fact for today is that your voice actually sounds much deeper when you talk, but when actually gets projected out of your body, it changes vastly once it's received by someone else. So when you feel like your voice is super deep, it's basically from all the bass and the vibration kept within your own kept within your own body as you're speaking. So you get a much deeper, I guess, kind of like more baritone voice. So when it's actually projected out, um, a lot of people think that, or a lot of people pick up the lighter tone of your voice. So you can go ahead and imagine how Batman fought all the criminals and shit.
So selective hearing.
Mhm. You're going down, Joker. He just sounded
Okay.
like he was going through puberty and shit.
Uh, probably
Oh,
was. Okay, my fun fact. Wearing headphones for just an hour could increase the bacteria in your ears by 700 times.
I believe this because it's happened to me.
Has it? Have you gotten the
I
ear
think so.
infection?
I no, I haven't gotten an ear infection, but it's just like working at a workstation all day. You get headphones in or like earbuds, and a lot of sweat and uh like wax builds up more. So it's like you do get that gross feeling of like, okay, this is getting a little like this feels a little slimy for me. So even if it's with the overhead earmuffs, it's still a lot of heat, sweat, condensation just kind of built up in that. So that is 100% believable to me.
I switched over from my earbuds to head over the ears. I was like,
Mm,
forget it. It's like I couldn't stand it using those anymore. So, yeah. So I switched
mm.
over. And
So
but over the ears is a lot. I mean, I like the quality a lot. I mean, the audio quality is a lot better. So I
it
like
is.
that.
It definitely is because I mean, like you get to project more bass and have it like sort of like focused but also muffled by the silicone like ear things.
Mhm.
But have you ever had that experience where it felt more like it felt more like some bacteria or like grosser?
Um, mm, yes, I'm gonna say so. I think during the beginning of the pandemic when I was just using earbuds, um, I did get an ear infection. So I stopped using the earbuds and just went over the ears. But yeah,
Yeah.
but now like once I put in those, now I can't put on earbuds anymore because I feel it feels disgusting.
Mm. What do you usually get inner ear infections from?
Inner ear infections from? Probably
Yeah.
earbuds.
I meant from your personal experience. What have you typically like? How have you typically gotten your ear infections?
I don't think I've ever had ear infections.
Oh, those they suck.
Yeah.
The times when I actually do get ear infections is when I go swimming in a pool and then like I dive like really deep into the water and the water gets in my ear and it's like literally like you're hit with like to me it's been an experience of like being hit with like some hard ass fever that you get over it in like a couple hours.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's just wild because like you don't realize how important the liquid in your ears is, uh, because that's the shit that like maintains your equilibrium. So it's like when you get your ears like flushed out, sometimes people just get hella dizzy and just kind of like fall over. It's crazy. Um, but you know, it's a little off-brand for the topic. Speaking of off-brands, uh, yeah. So today's topic is what kind of off-brands will we go with, and what what parts of our everyday lives are we okay with going to settling for an off-brand. So one thing I can start off with this one. It's just because we are in the age of we are in the age of electronics. One thing that I'm okay with going off-brand for is always earphones, headphones. Basically, because of the fact that I'm always either I'm very rough with mine or I'm very reckless with mine. So it's like if I lose them, I always just I always just get a simple replacement and not have to worry about the logistics of it. But there are times when I get like, good quality ones, but even then they sort of all start to blur together for me. So I've always settled for I don't have to go for like a name brand to be happy with headphone selection.
I would at the moment I have pretty good have I have my Sony's on and I like my Sony's. After being off brand so many times and getting ear infections, I said, I'm gonna splurge on some good headphones, and I think it worked
To
out so far.
to save yourself from the herpes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna splurge on some good headphones, but I can't go off brand
Mm.
on headphones. But I can go off brand if it's like Kirkland brand stuff. I would do that route, right? If
Mm.
Kirkland has it, if Kirkland Costco makes it, right? I'm gonna go with Kirkland's brand. I'll go off brand there. Like anything like with alcohol, uh, all the nuts and batteries that they have and stuff like that. I would go with Costco
Mm-hmm.
or Kirkland's. Kirkland's. I meant Kirkland's.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a
Even
good
their
example.
clothes, even their clothes, I would go with.
I don't think they have Kirkland clothes. They probably have like undershirts and stuff, but I don't think they have clothes like a clothing line.
Uh, they have Kirkland hoodies.
Do they?
Yeah, they have Kirkland hoodies.
I didn't realize that. Mm, yeah. I have learned to have a love for those discount stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, Michaels, because they do have things that are like off-brand that don't have like actual brand recognition, but they work and fit just as well. Like there's Reebok and then there's like RBX,
What's
and
RBX?
it is an off-brand Reebok, but it's sold. I've only seen it sold primarily in those discount stores, but they work just as well. So it makes but at the same time, they sell Reebok too. It's just like, but they work just as well. Obviously, there's a certain level of quality to some of the like things like Reebok, um, that you can see clear differences. But I mean, I'm not too like for one thing, I'm not too like 100% picky about my clothes because it's just I'm also in the understanding of like my clothes will go out of style at some point, or I'm not gonna want to wear them anymore, and eventually gonna get rid of them. So the clothes last just as long as you want them. So, or you just you bought ugly off-brand clothes, and then you realize how ugly they are.
Shoot, I would think for pants. I mean, for jeans, I would go with Levi's, but anything outside of jeans, I would buy it. I buy the Target brand stuff. So
Mm. What is the Target brand one?
the Target brand,
Yeah.
Up and Up, or a
It's
good. I think it's Good Threads
mm,
or
mm,
Good something.
mm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that and that's fine. I got this like I got these like fucking pajamas. They're like fucking they're like uh sort of like the patterns and designs on these pajamas are like Asian influence, where it's like got tigers and shit all over it.
Tires.
Tigers,
Oh, tigers. Got it.
yeah, tigers. It's a pink set of pajamas, but with gray tigers all over it. And it's like it's got two pieces. It's got the shorts and it's got the top. And every time I wear them, I feel like I'm in Thailand. Um,
Hopefully you don't wear out in public.
no. These are PJs. But the brand is Massimo, I think, and it's not a bad brand. It is like it's like this was not made for Americans. Like they do not fit for American body types. Uh, so, uh, but it's just like one of those like, but it's kind of cool when it comes to off-brand stuff where it's like it's not such a standardized thing, where it's like it doesn't um men's styles are very very like typical, and they don't really like stand out too much unless there's
Mhm.
like graphical stuff, and that's kind of where off-brand shirts come in, or off-brand clothing comes in. That's where it shines because it has its own like level of charm behind it. But yeah.
I remember my dad bought me some clothes from Asia, and then I wore it to school.
And
I
you
got
got fucked
roasted.
up.
I got roasted.
Why?
Never doing that again. Got
Why did he give you like?
roasted.
Did he give you like those shirts that just like they'll
With random characters
because
on it, shirts and
or
pants.
with like just random English words on it?
No, it was more like random animals, and then the animals are like discolored, or if it's like a Ninja Turtle, the Ninja Turtle is like pink and yellow,
Oh, instead of the Avengers,
green.
you got the Sets of Right crew.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, oh man, I'm never doing that. Never doing that
Uh,
again.
I mean, those shows were hilarious though. Like those were hilarious when they had like the same characters, but they were like off color. So it's just
Right,
like they had like something wrong with them.
right. I mean, as an adult, I would probably wear it, but as a kid, no, no way, no way,
It's one way ticket to getting fucked up.
no way. That's like the worst. I mean, I wish. Yeah, I think growing up, my parents did not know brands, so we just wore anything and everything, and then we got a whole bunch of shit for it, and when we went to school.
Mm,
So yeah, so
damn.
I wouldn't. I mean, I would for me, like as an adult now, like I just wear anything that works provides me like free t-shirts, free hoodies, which they do. I'll wear that. I'll
Mm,
wear that all day.
hmm So the other thing too is if you're the type of shopper like me who comes up with an idea, looks on Amazon for that idea, and when he finds it, there is some weird ass "Who the fuck are you?" brand name like that's just tagged to it, uh, yeah, then it's like it allows me to explore a lot of different things. One thing I got into early, like I wouldn't say it not too long ago, a couple of years ago, is like, I wanted to modify my house to have a projector. And when I got the projector, obviously I searched on Amazon. I got a whole bunch of shit that like all works the same. Uh, but it's just there's so many different things that are just like preaching of the same features. So I kind of just like up and bought one because of like one, it was like cheap enough to where it's like it's not gonna hurt my wallet. It was like a $50 projector, but it did what I needed it to. 1080p, uh, whatever plugs in HDMI, all this other stuff. But it was the brand was like Jihoon or Jinhu, and yeah, and I was just like, yeah, again, like it's just like who the fuck are these people? But like going off brand allowed me to explore these things that I wanted and how I wanted it to look. So I mean, there is a definite advantage to it. It's just yeah. One of the greatest off-brand things that I have ever experienced in my early life is the uh, the game converter that I got for my Super Nintendo, where it turned all of my games into floppy disks in the early days of pirating, and that was completely off-brand because that was not some Nintendo licensed shit right there. It is some fucking genius that went rogue and said, I want all the games and I want to be able to copy them, save them, and play them at my leisure. We still have this device to this day, but it was like that shit was well worth it. And if I had the option to buy it again, like knowing that I have a working Super Nintendo and I can buy another working version of that, I would totally do that shit.
I think you can. I think you can buy a cartridge with all the games on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also called the Mini Super Nintendo now. Because like you
Oh,
can hack
can
that
you
shit.
play bootleg on that?
Yeah, it's like Sailor Moon RPG. Hell yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had any? Have you had any positive off-brand experiences, Cola? It doesn't sound like the ones you had were like
Do I
very.
do it's like I don't do off-brand positive. I think no, the only thing is probably Kirkland's and fucking Kirkland's and Up and Up Targets Up and Up.
Hmm.
And then I did
What's
buy some Amazon pants too. Like because I just needed some pants for the hot around the house by Amazon. They have they're really nice pants, but they don't sell them anymore. But I want another pair, but they don't sell them anymore.
mm,
But that's the only thing is like if I just need the basics for something, I would get it.
mm.
Right.
How often would you explore off-brand stuff?
I do it all the time. Like when I go to like Target, O'Reilly's and stuff like that, I just find stuff I just need. I just buy it and just try it. Right. I think I bought I bought some headlights, some LEDs for my car, right? Because
Mhm.
the regular ones I always bought, like when General Electric light bulbs,
Mhm.
I would put it on my car, but they would burn out every 6 months,
Mhm.
right? So I
Right.
bought these. I bought these headlights on Amazon, right, for like $20. I put it in my car, and it's lasted me for like almost 4 years now. So,
Yeah.
but
And when you really think about it, it's just like when you get aftermarket parts, it's like they're all off-brand.
right,
So it's just like whatever modifications you want to do, it's all going to be off-brand shit. but again, the point is like the off-brand shit allows you to explore those types of things, so that like although it may be off-brand now, it helps you customize your life. Another thing that is off-brand that I will forever endorse is restaurants. I don't go to no typical McDonald's or nothing like that, like all the time, because I
You do
always
mom
want
and
to try
pops?
mom and pops, man. Some of them got their shit down, and I'm just like, holy fuck. You outperform so many restaurants, but there's but hey, there are some chains that I like that surprisingly hold well today. Cola knows that I'm a big fan of Hot Pot, and I have one restaurant that I favor most. It's still around, but it's been rebranded, and yeah, but
Is that company still around? Cause I don't see it anymore or named I like it
yeah,
anymore.
it's been renamed.
Did somebody buy it? Buy it?
It's been renamed, but I see the same people.
Oh,
Like,
seriously?
yeah,
Dang, I
I
can't believe
still,
you still go there.
yeah, I still see the same people working there. Well, I didn't introduce it. I introduced a couple of coworkers to it, but a few of my coworkers love going there. And then whatchamacallit? Yeah, so they rebranded, but they're still there. But to that point, yeah, that's basically an off-brand. That's an off-brand place that like just still holds its own weight to this day.
Did you watch Coming to America?
No.
It's an episode where the guy he opens another restaurant just like McDonald's, but call it McArnold's. They serve the same thing, but they just name everything differently.
uh, so instead of Ronald McDonald, like instead of Ron McDonald like being white and wearing yellow, Ronald McArnold being yellow wearing all white.
Yeah. Or it's not McArnold's. It's part I didn't have. I'll need to fact check later, but yeah, that's that's like an off brand like they did. It's pretty hilarious too. But yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing I also hate is like all these bootleg games, like the off-brand games. Like you're like, it looks like something, but it's not really. But the whole
Which
thing
bootleg
looks.
games?
Shoot. Let me see. It's like all the Android, and it's like all the Android games, right? Give me a second. Yeah, what it's called. It's like the Android games that look like Zelda.
Oh, so like the knockoff ones.
The knockoff
Right.
ones.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, some of them do pretty well. Some of them executed pretty badly, but it's just like it gets kind of annoying when it's annoying. It's at least annoying to see when they have the formula on how to do the same things, but like when they release it, it's like trash. But yeah, I didn't think the bootleg games existed anymore, because the ones I remember were like plug and play games, or that shit that they used to like sell to kids, or sell to parents for their kids, where it's like it's 28 games in one. You ever get one of those?
Yeah, I got that. But it's more like it wasn't even like a Game Boy. It was like it's like 100 games in one, right? but it wasn't a Game Boy, it was something else. I forgot what it was called, but the cool thing is it was like a flip thing, but the only thing I played on it was like Tetris. It was like Tetris and some other random games on there, but it's like it was crazy.
Oh. Did they call it Metris?
I don't know. But this is like years ago.
Mm. Yeah, but other than that, I don't think they're. I have not I've not seen a bootleg game like for the new generation of games. If anything, they bootleg the ads, where it's like one whole different thing playing, and then it's not even the point of the game, where they give you like a cinematic movie about the storyline.
Right.
Uh,
Or they show you the ads for the game, but then you download it and you play. It's like this is not even what they shared on
yeah,
on
exactly.
TV.
There's one called like Lily's Garden where it's like fucking like having affairs and like the mom sleeping with her daughter's like ex fiance and like the like this one girl making making a dick comparison of the ex and and the new potential lover. Like she was just saying like the ex has a really small dick and then like the potential lover is like fucking huge. And then you download it and it's Candy Crush. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, in where, in what part of these ads did it indicate that you had to connect jewels and shit? Oh. But I mean, those kinds of things are kind of special at the same time because like they provide you, the ads themselves provide you the entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah, I think growing up, I think my family used to go to the flea market all the time, and you can find knockoffs everywhere. It's like I had knockoff Ninja Turtles, which I did love. Knockoff Ninja Turtle toys, and then the villains, and then knockoff Power Ranger stuff.
You got a Nintendo Wii.
Yeah, it was
Nintendo Wii.
the greatest thing ever. Like like I bought a whole bunch of action figures, but it's all like a whole bunch of like DC and Marvel characters mixed together. But
The Sense of Right Justice team.
so yeah,
With it. They got a race car driver, they got Iron Man, they got Shrek.
So yeah, I mean, I think that was the best part growing up.
Let me ask you this. Growing up, like instead of like actual like action figures, like were you raised just on those dollar store Chinatown like plastic ass toys that were like $1 each?
Yeah. get those all the times.
Yeah. And they didn't do shit. Like all they did was just move their arms and that was it.
Yeah.
But
dang, I forgot my thought. Forget it. What you got?
I always had that noise gun where it's just like it had like 6 or 7 different sounds. It was like pshoom, 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 and then like I got like so many different variations of that same fucking gun and different sizes because I thought it was the coolest shit ever because it was a gun that lit up, acted and like sounded like a gun, and sparked so much imagination. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, was it see-through?
Yeah, like the top part was like the red glass or whatever,
Mhm.
or the red plastic over it, and it just like had lights going through it as it was making all those noises.
Mhm.
Man, had so many memories with that thing.
Also, I remember we had a potluck, right? And somebody brought soda, and they brought Rocket Cola, and they brought Shasta.
Fuck.
That's like the brands that you buy at grocery outlet,
Mhm.
but it's like Shasta Cola and Rocket, and then I think we made fun of the person so hard. But then we were already drinking Mount Shasta Cola and Rocket soda, but it was like still good.
It's the it's the poor kids making fun of the broke kids.
Yeah.
No, no matter what, you couldn't escape bullying.
No, but yeah. I don't know. I don't like mm, like off-brand foods. It's pretty common, right? I mean, do you go at Heinz ketchup or do you go with um what's it, Hunt's
Mm,
ketchup?
mm.
Do you prefer Heinz
Uh,
or Hunt's?
I went with both. I didn't give a fuck. they all
Oh,
they
so
both
it
tasted the same.
tastes same.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like whatever my mom found on sale that day is basically what we got. But when there was a famine, whenever there would be a famine of chips, you know, I never minded grabbing a bag of Granny Goose instead of Pringles.
Oh, Granny Goose. I remember Granny Goose. I like
Uh,
Granny Goose.
yep. See, you know, that shit gave memories. Plus, it was like what, like compared to like Lay's, it was like Lay's was like $4 a bag, and Granny Goose was like two for like twice the size.
Yeah. Granny Goose, and then there was another one called Tom's. Do you know
Uh,
Tom's?
is that the hot fries one?
I think it's a hot fries too, but I think hot fries got bought out.
Mm, hot fries are good. Yeah, hot fries, bugles. uh, yeah.
I don't know if you can get Granny Goose chips anymore.
No, I don't
Can
think they
you?
exist anymore.
Damn.
Yeah. The one thing you can't beat in terms of off-brand is instant ramen because there's so much of that nowadays. But there's no like because back in my day, like you rarely knew about or American culture rarely knew about like different kinds of ramen. But over time, it's just like and this could just be me, but I feel like so many more variations of instant ramen had developed in like more the end of 90s 2000s era because otherwise I had like three brands, which is Maruchan, Top Ramen, oh wait, four, but Nissin and what was that other one?
That's a lot.
uh Kung Fu or whatever, Kung Fu brand,
Kung Fu.
Kung Gi.
Oh, Kung Fu. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not the same anymore.
yeah, their company got bought out, so they used to
Yeah.
be Vietnam, used to be sourced in Vietnam, now in Thailand, and they had a like when they went to Thailand, I think they changed the formula or they washed the noodles differently, so it ended up having a different flavor.
Yeah, I avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah, but yeah, those
Also,
are the
Granny
best.
Goose is still alive.
Oh shit, for real? Where?
Yeah, it's still alive.
Where's where's it being sold?
Uh, that I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes off-brand stuff was like the shit. Like even when you got cereal, like when you got cereal, and you had the poor brand, and you had like the Kellogg's Post name brands, and that in the end that ended up just being marketing. They were the same shit coming off the same assembly line or production line. So in a way, off brands are a good thing.
Yeah, Darn it, I kind of want some of these now. Oh my god.
See,
I don't know where to
talk
buy
about that.
them. I don't
Talk
know.
about that
Hey.
off-brand, baby.
Yeah, I like granted, I remember getting a whole bunch of them because they're so cheap
Oh yeah, it
compared
was
to the
like
other
good,
ones.
but that big ass bag was like $2, right?
Yeah.
You had the sour cream and onion.
Now, like
you had the
I want to
salt
go
and
to the
vinegar. Yeah, the sour cream and onion, the salt and vinegar, the original, the wavy, the barbecue. Barbecue wasn't that good for me though.
They also had
That
like
cheddar cheese.
yeah, the chili lime corn chips.
What though? Okay. I'm like, not Granny Goose. Granny Goose ain't that diverse in her fucking recipes. All right.
They got them pork rinds. Well, the company that owns them.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Granny Goose still has all the cheese puffs, cheap niblets,
Mm,
blazing hot, popcorn,
okay. I was gonna
and then they
say
have
there's
they have
no
the
there's
onion
no
rings.
there's no fucking there's no sriracha flavored Granny Goose chips. Come on.
Nah, it's barbecue, dip chips, potato chips, and then sour cream and onions, which might sound a lot better.
Yeah. Those ones, like sour cream and onion was like the best, in my opinion. Like it was the best one you had. But yeah,
Now I gotta add Granny Goose to my list. Gotta keep them in business.
hell yeah. Yeah, because I was having this talk with coworkers too, and uh, we were talking about like things we did as poor kids, and I'm like, yo, that Granny Goose brand was like shit. Like this is what got us through tough times. Like after like heartbreaks and stuff. We all remember what it was like being poor. We all had cold ramen noodles before. But yeah. Uh, but the weird thing too is like when when I consider when we think about like how diets are nowadays, where we're just like uh packaging like bugs and shit to consume. Like I don't know. I feel like food standards have changed, or at least diversified a bit too much.
Oh,
Not that it's a bad thing. It's just like, holy shit, I don't know what's nutritional and what's not anymore.
you never know.
Yeah.
You
But how
never
much
know.
time we got?
120.
A minute and 20?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this episode. You may have no, if you have not realized it by now, but we are short one
Hungry.
Jack, and hungry for Granny Goose. Yeah. But thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next week.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah.